What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Knowledge by Nikki with 1K. I am here today to talk to you about something that I've seemed to have this conversation all week with people about. And I am your business restructuring coach for the beauty industry. And I am here to help you understand something that I think most of us don't understand. And that is, what do you do when people don't share your vision? What do you do? I have been in talks for, it's amazing how I'm kind of on the journey, or mentally I'm kind of thinking about a certain thing, and then all of a sudden all of the coaching calls or just random conversations I have throughout the week seem to have something to do with that subject. So I have been in talks all week, guys, and I'm going to readjust some things here. I have multiple screens going here. I've been in talks all week, guys, with people that are kind of almost disappointed. They're disappointed in things they want to do. They don't have people behind them that want to do it with them. They're just, I mean, this has been the conversation, guys, all week, is that I want to do this, but the people that either work for me or my family or whoever it is that's in your circle just isn't on board. So I want to help you out today, guys. I actually experienced this for really most of my adult life. And even as a child, I experienced people who really never saw my vision. For some of you all that watch me on a regular basis, you all know that I've talked to you all about how most of my adult life and childhood life, I felt like an alien. I was always an alien. Always the girl that people just didn't get it. They just didn't understand me. So I had to find a way to vet out. I mean, we're naturally social beings, right? That's why this whole shelter in place and 6 foot distancing, it's rough for, and me, I'm an introvert. I'm a natural introvert. So for those of you all that are natural extroverts, you probably are going bananas on what it is that you're having to do right now. But let me give you some clarity. Let me help you out with understanding what you need to do to find people that actually are on board with your vision. It took me years to get this, guys. So I'm talking about years of really sitting down, self-reflecting, being 100% self-aware, understanding that everybody's not going to be on board. That's the first thing. You must understand everybody's not going to get you. Everybody's not going to understand you. Quit trying to explain everything you do and think and feel and want to do to everybody. Stop it. I have to remind myself of that even still today, even though I know it in theory. I find myself, persons questioning me about whatever. I start explaining, I stop. I say in my mind, shut up, Nikki, because it doesn't matter. They'll never get it. They'll never get it. So stop explaining yourself to people who just don't get your vision. You don't have to explain yourself to everybody. Second thing is, you have to learn how to profile people. You have to learn how to profile people almost like, I'm a forensic junkie, y'all, so just work with me with this. Almost like when I used to watch Criminal Minds and I watch Forensic Files and all this stuff, and they are actually coming up with these profiles of people who would do certain type of crimes, and they've come up with this, whether it's an algorithm or just an educated guess based off of their experience on the people that they know would do such a thing. Let me tell you what you got to do. You got to come up, and I want everybody listening to me to get this. You got to come up with 5 characteristics. 5. So the first thing is, you got to be clear. You have to be crystal clear on who you are and the people you need in your circle. So come up with 5 characteristics. Now, I'm going to say this, and I know some of you all are going to disagree. I have grown to not necessarily believe that total opposites need to attract. I know they may, but I'm not fully convinced that total opposites, I mean complete opposites, are the people that you need to work most closely with. I do believe that you all do not need to be clones of each other. But I believe that you need to be more alike in certain areas than different. Okay? And that is where we're not profiling people. We're not looking at the character of the person. We're just looking at, prime example, my salon owners. What do you do when people want to come there and work for you? You just want to see how they do hair, but you don't know what type of person they are. You and your people got to be there with them 12, 13 hours a day. You need to know what type of person they are. You need to know that more than their skill set. Even if their skill is mediocre, you can actually train the rest. So let me give you my 5 profile characteristics, which is why now everyone that is in my circle, that is in my close circle that I can lean on, They all share my vision. First thing is flexibility. You got to be flexible with me, because sister will change something in a minute. I will wake up, I don't like this no more, this ain't working, because my mind is always in growth mode. My mind is always in, yeah, maybe this work right now, but there's something better that we can do. And I drive people like my husband bananas. I get it. But the thing about me is that I've learned this about me. Stability, just getting even, staying stable, for me represents mediocrity. People, for me, this is just me, so I ain't talking about y'all, I'm talking about what I need. People who only want to be stable, to me, just want to be just good enough. But there is a book called From Good to Great. I want to be great. I don't want to be just good enough. I'm good enough now, but I want to be great. So every time I come up with an idea that I know is better than the one that I just had, even if it was for a short while, I'm going to change it. And I've been that way my entire life. So in order to roll with me, you're going to have to be extremely flexible. You're going to have to be, I will switch courses in a minute. And I don't have time all the time to explain the reasons why I switch course. People that roll with me now, they now have gotten adjusted. They know, and they will say, Nikki will change something in a minute, but every time she changes it, it is literally better than the last time we did whatever we did. Okay? So they got to be flexible. Everybody around me is flexible. They could change course at the drop of a dime. Everybody around me is ambitious. They're extremely ambitious. There's one of my girls there, one of my everything girls, Heidi Dillon. She's on there. She knows I'll flip in a minute. She rolled right with me. She rolls right with me, okay? You have to be ambitious. You have to be ambitious within your own right. I ain't got time to do all this motivating and pumping and prying and you look. I'm an exhorter. I'm a natural exhorter, so I don't mind doing a little bit. But you got to bring some of that on your own. I cannot. I'm like Ayana. Ayana says I can push you, but I can't pull you. That's me. I can push you, but I'm not going to be able to pull you. Like pulling a horse that weighs 5 times more than me. That I'm not going to be able to do. So you got to have natural ambition. I'm going to want to know, what are you doing in your own life that ain't got nothing to do with me? You got to want to do more on your own, okay? Then you got to be proactive. You got to be proactive. That means I need people who are not reactive. People who are reactive will not work for me. Those are people who they're emotional. They operate based off of emotions. You don't know who they are from day to day. I ain't got time to figure out who you are today. If you mad one day, sad the next, I ain't got time to be like, oh, what's wrong? I don't have time for that. If you are very reactive, meaning you probably are managed by your emotions, because if something happened, now you in a whole different mindset. I can't have people closely with, now I got people around me like that, no doubt. But I can't have people closely in my circle like that, because you're going to be mad at me because I am not going, I'll be like, I'll holler later, I'll catch you later. I coach every day with people that pay me to do that. So when it comes to certain aspects of what I do, I can't do that I would be drained. I would be a wrung out rag with no energy to keep the vision up. So there are certain people that are close to me, that I need close to me, that I don't have to do all that I do for the people that pay me to coach them. God called me to be able to do that. Life coaching, business coaching, I get it. But when it comes to running with my vision, I need people that can get in the car and let's roll. We don't have to do all of that, okay? Then I need you to love Jesus. I didn't say love God. No. Because there's a whole lot of gods out here to the world. No, you have to love the God I love. And I don't make no bones about it. I love my platform is the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Period. Jesus, unequivocally, Christian principles, God and money. That is what I ride on. Now don't get me wrong. I got Buddhist friends, I got Muslim friends, and I love them. And the funny part about it, they actually sharing a lot of my vision. But I'm talking about that inner circle. I'm talking about that group that you could wake up and say, y'all, we need to go to China. Not right now, but we need to go to China. And they like, okay, how much? What we need to do? And look, I could even put out to my group, look, I'm going to give y'all the money. We're going to do X, Y, Z. And I need y'all to just meet me here, there. The type of group I got, because they proactive and they're great critical thinkers, which is another quality that I need. They gonna make it happen. They gonna figure it out. I don't have to figure out. I need people that can not follow direct instruction, that can do things without having direct instruction. I'm add more than 5, right? But I know I need these things, so I do all these little tests with people. When I bring them on, I do stuff purposely. Like I could have went to a store, knew they didn't have something, and say, I need you to go over to that store and get X, Y, Z. I know they ain't got it. I want to see what you come back with. I want to see if you come back with nothing, or I want to see if you got sense enough. If I ask for a gallon, you going to figure out how many pints equal a gallon, or you going to go to another store. I know what I need. You got to know what you need to find people that share your vision. You can't just grab people and make them fit. You got to find people that fit. And I say it all the time. And then last but not least, guys, because my bell is off, these are my 10-minute talks. I'm going to be talking 10 minutes now because I can't even tell y'all how much work I got to do today. It is unbelievable. My brain is crazy trying to even figure it all out. But I need people that have high integrity. That means, for those of y'all who don't know what that means, I need people who are gonna do right even when everybody else does wrong. I know I need people that are going to do the right thing even when they can do the wrong thing and get away with it. I need to know. I ain't got time to be worried about whether you stole or not. I don't have time to. I may forget to count all the inventory. I need people around me that if I forget to count it and I come back to my spot, and at my spot, I say, okay, let me count it now. I know them numbers are going to be right. I have to have people around me that are that way. So I know I don't try to find people and make them fit. I literally profile people. I got all these little things, and you need to come up with some exercises. You never, first of all, give them everything up front, because I got a lot to give. I literally spoon feed them. I'm going to try a little bit of this, see what happens. Then I'm going to try a little bit, see how you respond to it. By the time we get to the finish line, then I know, okay, let's do this. Other than that, I say, no, this ain't going to work. And you can keep pushing. And you probably just won't hear from me no more. So when you talk about, I don't have people around me that share my vision, it's because you don't know what you're looking for, or you haven't done any type of assessment on those people. They are out here. So first thing is, you got to know. Then you got to come up with at least minimal. I said about 10. You got to come up with minimally about 5 things that you know you need character-wise in a person. And then you got to come up with all these little tests on things that you do. You spoon feed them. Give them this exercise, see how they work. Do this, see how it works. And from there, every time they do something, you go back and assess, okay, could I roll with this person? Because in this day and age, we are going to need people that we can actually take this baton, run, pass it to the next one. You run, pass it to the next one. We need solidarity. And you can't, unfortunately, do that with everybody. So you're going to have to find that few. I got mine. Praise God. I got my few. Actually, I have one coming over my house tomorrow. Y'all know I can't eat nothing right. My health will not allow me to eat anything that's high in acidity. So everything I eat has to be above a 6.1, which is cool. That's a lot of food, seafood. I'm almost like a pescatarian. But I still eat chicken, right? But I eat a grill. I can't do dairy. I'm allergic to dairy. So I am going to make, I made it 2 weeks ago to people that didn't even know it, the best shrimp and lump crab vodka sauce lasagna of life. And they ate it and they were like, girl, you need to sell this. So I'm making it again tomorrow. I'm going to invite a couple. Heidi, you're on the list. I just haven't called you yet. I need you to come to my house so you can sit down and chat with me. But this is what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm trying to bring them together, guys. We're going to start doing some things where we're going to have some group talks with my tribe, my group. These girls are seasoned, they're owners, they're leaders in their own right. And I just want to be able to help everyone find that tribe, find that group that shares your vision, and let's run. Y'all with me? So look for that tomorrow. I'm going to stream it. All right? Later, Gators.